Hello, everyone. Thanks very much for joining me today. This is the Finish Line episode 17. This one, we're going to do something very, very different from what we're used to, and that is, oops, let me just do one thing really quick. I need to make it so I can read the chat so I can see what's going on. Anyway, like I was saying, we're doing something different tonight. We're doing an art stream because I just got through singing in church in person, and the voice is a little bit down for now. So I'm actually doing I'm actually doing some artwork today as opposed to the music. So I'm going to show you, if you've never been to one of my art streams, I've done a couple of them in the past. I'll show you what I do here. Let me transition over. This is a shot of my iPad here. I do digital abstract artwork in my spare time. If you're following me on Patreon, I have a ton of artwork on there, but I haven't done any in a while, and I want that to change. I like doing this kind of stuff, and I'll show you like the kind of process that I go through when I do stuff like this. And I hope you'll talk to me during this stream. I do enjoy talking with you guys. So first thing I'm gonna do is put on some really weird music. Hopefully it's not too loud that you guys can really hear it in detail, because it's mostly just for me. But I do listen to like really abstract and avant-garde music when I'm doing this kinds of things to get me in that mood of what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, I need to okay, I don't think I can do that actually. So I'm just going to go through my process here. If I'm starting a new piece, it literally just starts out as a scribble. So for example, I'll do something here. So that'll be my starting point for this weird and unusual piece, and I'll build upon that for you. So let's actually connect these two pieces here to some extent. Let's see, can I zoom out? Yeah, I can. So this is what I'm basing everything on right now. I have no idea what it is, what it represents, and I won't know until I add a little bit more to it. So what I'm going to do is add another layer and start going to and start taking a look at some detailed brush types. Come up with a color here. I always like to start with a really bright red. If I go to the HSB sliders, it's literally 0, 100, 100. So that's the kind of red I like to have, as if my shirt was a wasn't a giveaway on that kind of stuff. So I'm starting. Let's start with this one here. Let's color this in with a detailed oil paint. I'm actually going to switch the labels around. This is why I enjoy doing digital painting and stuff. First of all, it's less messy. And second of all, you can mix stuff around, you know. So what I'm doing here is I put the colored label, the red label, the layer, I should say, on top, and and I do it around here and color it in with nice. I'm literally just using an iPad and like an old Apple Pencil. That's what I'm not using the new generation Apple Pencils. I don't have that expensive of an iPad, so this is the kind of stuff I'm dealing with right now. I'm gonna turn up the brush size a little bit. Keep this moving here. I'm trying to get like some kind of pattern with the brush strokes here so that it looks a little bit nicer. I'm not like a professional artist by any means necessary, but I do thoroughly enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So I'm actually going to widen the screen here so I can see both the screen very closely as well as the chat. If you are in the chat right now, feel free to talk to me. I'm going to go for another color here. Let's go for blue this time. I don't want it as bright. I like a lot of dark blue. I do like the really bright blue, as you can see on the left there. But for paintings like this, you know, it's actually cooler for me to go a little bit darker. Let's try this. And let's fill up the lower part with that. Let's try that. And I'm still on the colored layer here. The black one where I did the lines, that's not going to be touched again for this. And this is going to be a first draft of a bigger piece. I don't know what that piece is. Again, as I said before, I'm literally going and let's see here. And I apologize if you can understand the lyrics of the song that I'm listening to. It's a bit R-rated, but that's never bothered me before. At least not in my adult life. I'm gonna go around that here. I don't usually like erasing stuff when I'm doing this kind of artwork, but I kind of want to in this case. Now I'm going to go back here and see if I can. Erase again. Try to get just around that line there. That's a darker shade of black based on how I'm actually gonna let me do this here. I'm actually gonna go back to the black layer. Go back to black again. And it's gonna make the brush smaller for this case. The erase again. Erase just around here. Did the thing here. And then connect it. Get back to the eraser again and undo the back lines here. It's going to look a little sloppy, but again, this is just a first draft. We got this. Let's undo this. This rough edge here, smoothing it out a little bit. Same as down here. I think that's going to be pretty good. Now let's go back to the colored layer and finish with that blue. Fill that in. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's good. Nice pointed edge there. I think next I'm going to do a green to fill in. There are four fill-in spots. I've already done 2. So let's do a green. Let's do a darker green, like a grassish green, like that kind of color. I think that's the kind we want. Something a little darker than that. And we'll do that. We'll do this one. This one will be the. Oops, I think we got that back there. Let's bring this back up to size 82 and do this fill in here. Oh, I didn't even realize I put the remaining blue on a different layer. I'll fix that. That's okay. Again, first draft. First draft. The goal is not to look polished yet. This is the early part of the process. And if you go to my Patreon page, you can get access to the final file of this. I won't be posting that on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or anything like that, like I did for the promos for this live stream. I posted final drafts of two art pieces that I did a while back. One was called Bowtie. The other was called Skin Fear Death, and those were both. Skin Fear Death was one I did for the Black Lives Matter scripted show. I showed that at the tail end of the concert, as opposed to the normal black static screen that I usually close my show with. I had that piece back then. It was brand new. This was a couple months ago, and I did that. I did that for then. And then the other one, Bowtie, was from a little bit more recent. That came from this very process as well. So just give me a second. We got the green. Now let's do like an orange or brown. Pretty much orange is only like up here. The rest is brownish. Let's do like a darker. Let's do a darker shade of brown here. That's good. Let's do this here. And this program that I'm using. The program is called Adobe Fresco, and it's meant to simulate painting. You know, pretty much. The small piece that I have, you know, you can adjust colors. You can adjust the kind of paintbrush that you're using. Right now I'm using oil paint detail. Let me actually move the see if we did anything good there. Yeah, so you can see now that you could see the oil paint detail that I use. There are other options as well that I use right up here in the certain types of brushes that we're using for this. I like using the simulated paint brushes, which are the live brushes, and a little bit of the the pixel brushes as well. Down here, the vector brushes are more static, and for the kind of stuff that I do with my artwork, I don't usually use that. So we're coming back here. So we're using one of the live brushes to make it look a little bit more realistic, which is what I like my artwork to look. Nowadays, especially in the realm of cartoons and animation, everything looks kind of static. They're basically using the vector brushes that you can see up there in the top left. But if you want more detail, you go for the live brush. And Adobe Fresco, which again is the program that I'm using here, it's meant to sync up perfectly with Photoshop. I used Fresco and Photoshop to make all the banners for the Finish Line 2020 live stream series that you saw earlier in the stream, like this. This was created in Photoshop, and the two, you can see how kind of imperfect the lines in the middle, the red and white lines in the middle, that was done here on Fresco. So we're here now. So I'm using a somewhat similar technique than what I used for all the Finish Line 2020 stuff, as well as the artwork for the Finish Line single, which if you haven't heard it, it's available on Spotify and Apple Music or wherever else you listen to your music. It's available as a single. It's only available for streaming. It's not on any record or anything like that, and it won't be on any record. Unless it becomes a big hit and I put a greatest hits album out or something. But for now, it's just on streaming. So we got to finish up this kind of bubble looking piece here. And then we figure out as we go along what we can do about the outside of it. So let me zoom out here. We have these pieces, and I'm thinking now, what can I add? What can go around it? What can this symbolize? I'm still not 100% sure yet. Maybe if we add more lines here, let's go back to the black layer again, and go back to the black coloring, and let's add some more lines. Let's kind of connect the pieces here like that. Got that there. Let's connect these. Am I in black? Yeah, I'm in black. And connect these. That actually came out nice and smoothly. And I'll erase and put all of that kind of stuff in. And let's do a line through here. Perfect. And again, see what this can be. I'm still not sure what this can be yet. And that's kind of how I approach my artwork. At least that's the way I do it now. But I love making this kind of work. I like making this kind of artwork. I like doing the abstract stuff, and I like doing it my own way. I still don't know what channel of art I would describe this as. I used to think it was expressionism, but the more I looked at that, it didn't quite fit that mold. And I'm not nearly as serious of an artist in this sense as I am a musician. That's why I have a row of 10 guitars behind me there, and only one thing to draw on. But I do it for fun. And it is a nice it's a nice artistic outlet for me. So I'm gonna try to smooth this out. I'm not sure if I'm doing it effectively. I'm gonna take care of that there. That's good for now. Now let's focus on up here. We got this kind of stuff here. Smooth this out. See if I can get a nice rounded edge here. That's a little better. Take care of this here. See, a lot of people who do this kind of artwork, they have like really specialized tablets and pens and brushes that they use, and they buy like specialized. Didn't mean to do that. Crap. Okay, let me bring this back again. Smooth this out. This is actually going faster than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how you guys think about it, but I'm definitely entertained for this one. I really like doing this kind of thing. When I first started doing it, like a year and a half or so ago, I really got lost in it, and I did a lot of stuff that actually ended up on my Patreon page. So if you're interested in becoming a member, you can at patreon.com/KyleHincherick if you want to see all of this old stuff that I used to make and will continue to make. Now let's fill in these pieces.